Hello, I'm Kate and I'm here with Kathleen. And today we're going to be finding out what Kathleen does to improve her language skills in Spanish. All right, great. So my first question is, what kinds of things do you do to practice your listening skills?
Okay. So first, when I arrived to Colombia, I didn't speak a lot of Spanish. So that means that I understood even less. So my listening comprehension was very low, and I still struggle with that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one of the things that has helped me the most was to watch TV shows
Mm-hmm.
and movies in Spanish, especially Colombian telenovelas. But I always make sure that I can put Spanish subtitles, not English subtitles,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be able to hear the words and see them as they're
Mm-hmm.
being spoken. So my mind starts to connect those two things together. So that's probably the biggest one. Or maybe listening to some news reels, like a short 1 minute, 2 minute summary of some world news. And there's tons of radio stations in Spanish, even ones for language learners, just like there are in Spanish.
That's right, and those can be really, really great because it's a little slower, you can pick things up.
Exactly.
Cool. And what about for speaking skills? What kinds of things do you do to practice your speaking?
Speaking, I mean, you have to just speak. You have to speak to people. Sometimes when I'm on my bike or I'm walking through the neighborhood, I talk to myself, like in my head. I don't talk out loud. I'm not the crazy person on the street, but I'll kind of narrate what's happening. Oh, look, there's a beautiful green tree, and look at that family, kind of things, just to see if I can say it, if I know how to say it. Or just speaking with my friends in Spanish. And challenging myself to learn different ways of saying things. So like with my Colombian boyfriend, I'll ask him, okay, give me a sentence, give me a conditional in English, and I'm going to tell you how to say it in Spanish. So I can kind of practice the grammar, and it makes me more confident when I am speaking.
Yeah, that's cool. Little challenges for yourself.
Exactly. And do it with a safe person you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, that's so important, right? To be able to make mistakes and say, okay, I'll get it right next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. And what about communication? Just in general, communicating in Spanish with other people.
Sure. I mean, you always have your small daily interactions, like hola, ¿cómo estás? All those kinds of things, and that's basic though. So when I need to do things in life, like I need to make a doctor's appointment or speak to someone about finding an apartment, that's hard.
Yeah.
Especially because it's often on the phone and I don't hear very well, especially if it's a different accent, if they're speaking quickly, if it's bad reception. So I would feel a lot of anxiety communicating. So for me, it has really helped to write down certain words, especially if it's a difficult word that I can't pronounce very well, or even to write kind of a script of what I want to say. I haven't always used it, but I know it's there if I start feeling nervous and forgetting what I want to say. So hopefully with time, I'll move away from that. But I have found that in the early stages of language learning, it's been really helpful.
That's really smart. I've done something similar too, and it's so helpful to know that at least you have something you can say.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, great. Well, thanks. Any other tips or?
I guess my other tip with regards to learning a language, especially vocabulary, for me, it's been reading. Reading has helped me enormously. I bought a Kindle, the ebook reader, and I've downloaded some Spanish books, and there's a dictionary, so when I don't know a word, I just push it down, it translates, I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, and I can continue, and it's encouraging because I'm reading faster and faster, and then I see how something would be structured correctly in Spanish, and then I'm like, oh, that's how I should be saying it. So when I see it, it helps me turn around and say it and correctly, and communicate in a better way. So yeah, I think reading for me personally, because I'm very visual, has helped me a lot.
Yeah, I agree. It's helped me a lot too. It's good. Well, thank you for those tips.
No problem.
All right.
And good luck.